Welcome to another instructional video from OWL, the wise choice in fiber optic test equipment. I'm Professor Jim Powers. OTDR traces may be stored in the OWLTrek OTDR's permanent memory for later viewing or download to hard disk for data file retrieval. This video will demonstrate the different aspects of trace storage, such as saving a trace into memory, retrieving a previously stored OTDR trace, and deleting stored traces from the OWLTrek OTDR memory. Press the Enter button until the Save and Load menu options appear on the LCD display. From the Function Options menu, press Save to access the trace name entry screen. Up to 11 alphanumeric or special characters may be entered into the trace name field. Below the trace name entry field is a grid of characters used for entering alphanumeric and special characters. The 4 arrow buttons are used to navigate the red character selection cursor within the grid, highlighting the currently selected character. The Enter button inserts the currently selected character into the trace name field at the position of the character entry cursor. The backspace soft key backspaces the character entry cursor one space for each button press. The Shift soft key toggles the character grid between upper and lowercase alphabets and also reveals some additional special characters. The Space soft key moves the cursor one blank space to the right for each button press. Once the trace name has been entered into the trace name field, press Done to save the trace. Information stored with the trace includes trace name, trace date and time, index of refraction, trace distance, and pulse width. Previously stored traces may be recalled from memory to be displayed on the OWLTrek OTDR screen or can be deleted from memory. Press the Enter button until the Save and Load options appear on the LCD display. From the Trace screen, press the Load soft key to access the Stored Traces menu. This screen shows a list of the traces stored in the OWLTrek's memory. Each trace shows the trace name, date and time, index of refraction, trace distance, pulse width, and step. The red arrow at the left of the trace name points to the currently selected trace. The up and down arrow buttons move the red arrow through the list of stored traces. The Load soft key loads the currently selected trace and returns the user to the trace screen. The Overlay soft key loads the currently selected trace overlaid onto the currently loaded trace. This enables the user to compare the two loaded traces and check for any differences between the traces. The Delete soft key deletes the currently selected trace from permanent memory. If there are more stored traces than will fit on one page, the Page soft key displays the next set of stored traces. The left arrow key returns the user to the trace screen without loading a stored trace. A single press of the power button accesses the part of the Help menu related to stored traces. If a check mark is shown to the right of the stored trace information, this indicates that the trace has already been downloaded to a PC. If an arrow appears to the right of the trace information, this trace is currently part of a set of overlaid traces. This has been another instructional video from OWL, the wise choice in fiber optic test equipment. For more information about additional instructional videos or OWL fiber optic test equipment in general, please visit OWL's website at owl-inc.com. I'm Professor Jim Powers. Thanks for watching.